What's going on, y'all? Y'all already know what it is. This is Tunensports. I am one of many voices for Cavs fans around the world, but thanks for tuning in to me live. And shout out to you that's on the playback, man. But don't forget to also push that like button, of course, man. It's free, and yeah, you don't have to pay nothing. So push that like button for your boy.
Come on. Push the button. Come on. Push the button.
What are you doing?
I'm just playing along. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push the button.
Come on. Push the button. Come on.
So yeah, man, don't be scared, man. Push the button, man. But we got to talk about it. So let's talk about it. But before I talk about it, man, shout out to everybody that's in the building. You know, shout out to the real ones, of course, man. Shout out to I see Humble in the building. I see Humble.
I know that ain't who I think it is. Little big brother.
I see Humble. He said the GOAT, man. It was good, man. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man. You know, you could be anywhere, but hey, you here with me, man. So I appreciate you, of course, man. I see DFJ, man. Shout out to DFJ too, man. Make sure y'all tap in with DFJ and subscribe to his channel, man. I see him over here too, man.
I know that ain't who I think it is. Little big brother.
Shout out to DFJ Hoops, man. Yeah, let me get to the comments first. You said Ty Jerome going to the Pelicans easily starts over Jose. I wouldn't say easily. You know, I think Jose is a good player. But I think Ty Jerome, you know, brings a lot to the table, you know, of course. But easily, man, you know, Jose is like that, man, on defense. Yeah, man, but who knows, man? Maybe. But shout out DFJ. Shout out to Humble. You said Ty Jerome should come to Philly. Bro, I'll be honest with you, y'all wouldn't even know what to do with Ty Jerome. Yeah, for real. Y'all would probably ruin his game, man. Y'all wouldn't know what to do with Ty Jerome, man. He said give us the hometown kid, DeAndre Hunter. Nah, man, DeAndre Hunter is off limits, man. I know you want him to come to Philly, you want him to come back, but nah, he's untouchable, man. We need Hunter, man. So yeah, we good on that, buddy.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Talking about some bring him to Philly, man. You out your mind. Shout out to your little big brother. Let's click to yeah. I had to add that in, man. You know, for my peoples, man. You know, every time I come through, man. But yeah, man, yeah, like I said, yo, we gotta talk about it, man. I mean, it's basically the Cavs off season for us. Not for the final four teams. I mean, Timberwolves about to get sent packing, but yeah, it's the off season. So yeah, I thought we should talk about this. I should talk about this. It was something that Brian Windhorst has wrote up in his article that he recently did, and yeah, I want to talk about it, man. So the Cavs, the Cavs are in trouble, right? Let me put this up real quick. Give me 1 second, y'all. So yeah, the Cavs are in trouble. Um, we talked about this, right? We talked about Ty Jerome. We talked about how, you know, good of a player he is, and no matter whatever we do, he do. We need to make sure we bring Ty Jerome back, right? I'm talking about Ty Jerome. And I'm talking about Sam Merrill. He's another guy that's brought up in this article, saying that Cavs are, in trouble and they might lose both of these guys. Both of these guys could be gone. So these are the two guys I'm gonna talk about today. Ty Jerome and Sam Merrill. Two good players. Ty Jerome, of course, is the better player, obviously. But yeah. So they could be gone. These two guys, big part of the Cavs, offense, they're a big part of what the Cavs do. They had such a great regular season, winning 64 games, helping us, be the number one seed. And when you look around, like the other teams, you look at the other teams that's like we call it the Final Four, right? Pacers and OKC. Both them teams have depth, and I think depth is important. I think it's important because you have to fill out your roster. It's up to your GM to fill out the roster the best way he can because injuries do happen during the season or even in the playoffs. Fatigue, or just you trying to see which you have on the bench and utilizing the guys on your bench. How deep can you go? Having that extra guy that could come fill in. I think depth is important. And when DG goes out, or when DG did go out, Ty Jerome was there to step up. And Ty Jerome was great, during the regular season. And Sam, he was Sam was good. He was okay. Sam was put in the starting lineup, sometimes and got, more minutes than usual for some people. I know some people was like, yo, Kenny, Sam Merrill must have something on Kenny. Like Kenny just loves playing Sam Merrill all these minutes. And he had more minutes and, put in more situations. But, Sam, he was all right. But just like reading this article, um, you have two important pieces off your bench that are set to hit the unrestricted free agency this summer. Ty Jerome, 6th man of the year candidate, averaged 12.5 points per game and shot 44% from the 3-point range. Sam Merrill, all he does is shoot. So, he shot 37.2% from 3-point range on 5.2 attempts per game. Nothing crazy. Good, nothing crazy. His percentage went down this year from the previous year. He shot better. But let me get to the article itself. Well, let me get to what Brian Windhorst did say. Um, According to ESPN, Brian Windhorst, he says the Cavaliers are in danger of losing one or both players in the offseason. The Cavs are entering the second apron next season with two valuable bench players, and that would be Ty Jerome, Sam Merrill, of course. He says they are headed to unrestricted free agency. Windhorst wrote, they are in danger of losing one or both and could face having to trade another player to re-sign them. Even though team president Kobe Altman said last week that team ownership has given him the green light to spend to keep this team together. Once again, though, the challenge for Cleveland and other second apron teams isn't just the balance sheet, but the penalties that rob the ability to manage rosters. Going deeper into the apron just makes it all that much harder to get out of it, which is guaranteed to be a forced reality at some point. Um, yeah, man, that's what quoted. That's what Wendy said, right? Little something to think about. So to summarize, you know, to summarize it, with the rules of the CBA, and the Cavs being a second apron team, there will be restrictions and limitations. Like that will happen, right? That there will be limitations, stuff that you can normally do, you won't be able to do. And Kobe, he got the green light from Dan to do what he want with the team. If he gotta whatever he do to improve it or whatever, right? Dan not tripping about the money, but the Cavs will still be a second apron team. So it still might be hard, being over the apron as a smaller market team, like Kobe mentioned before. And basically, like think of it like this, like it's like basketball tryouts. The coaches pick who you want, and you cut who you don't want. In this case, you bring one or two guys back. You might have to trade a guy off this roster, right? So it's basically like who you value more, who's the priority, for the off season. Who do you want, or who do you want to cut? That's how I look at it, right? Um, Sam's he said Sam's a champ. Sam's a champ though. He great in the tie. So you like Sam over Ty, humble? You think Sam was better than Ty? He's a champ. Now to be clear, man, Sam. I mean, he's a champion, but Sam ain't put no work in. He ain't put no real work in to get that title, man. He got carried. But yeah, he is. Sam Merrill is a champion, right? That's funny.
Check out the big brain on Brad. You're a smart motherfucker, that's right. The metric system.
What?
I think they're trying to get political.
Yeah.
This shit.
What is going on?
Why even?
I get it though, man. I get it. But yeah, man. So like now it says Ty Jerome is likely to have plenty of interested suitors in free agency. Humble mentioned before the Pelicans, right? Um, Considering the career year he just enjoyed, and he's already been linked to one contender out west. Cleveland.com, Chris Friedel recently reported that the Denver Nuggets have interest in acquiring Ty Jerome. So the Denver Nuggets is a threat. I don't want to say they're a threat, but pertaining to what it said, they are a threat to take away Ty Jerome from the Cavaliers. They are one team that is looking at Ty Jerome. Ty Jerome is a target for the Denver Nuggets, right? And I will hope not, but let's say we don't sign him back, right? That would be good. That for Denver, they get another skilled guard in Ty Jerome. I think highly of Ty Jerome, despite what happened. Which means maybe Russell Westbrook is gone. You got Jamal Murray over there, but I think Russ, he got the play option. And then you got Ty Jerome. You playing with the best player in the world. In my opinion, that would be good for Ty Jerome. But like that's one side, right? But like after that Pacers series, I imagine like his stock, his value took a hit, which might benefit us. You know what I'm saying? Now, Sam Merrill, Sam Merrill, I love Sam, man. Shout out to Sam. Sam Merrill is a guy like I don't think we're not losing him. Like he's not at the top of the list to like you know what I'm saying, to like being taken away early in free agency. You know what I mean? But teams will value 3-point shooting. Like free agency, you never know, right? Unless they value it, which teams probably will look for more spacing. You know, they value that. The 3-point shooting. Not saying he's elite. But they need shooters. Teams will need shooters because seeing what he did in Cleveland, after not playing at all, before he got here, I understand it. But I'm just saying it's not like it's gonna be a lot of teams banging at his door. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. It's not gonna be a lot of teams. We need Sam Merrill. Like it's not gonna be a bidding war. I would hope not, right? I would hope not, bro. He said, we don't need Ty. He showed us he didn't want to be in the playoffs. He wasn't an injured one. Hey man, he sure looked injured out there. The performance he was putting up. Sheesh, man. You talking about Ty Jerome?
These niggas, yeah, Drake? Drake? The nigga that got bodied by Pusha T? The nigga that hiding his kid from the world, but his world wouldn't hide from the kid? Aubrey Graham in the wheelchair? Drake?
Yeah, man. Ty Jerome, yeah, he went outside, man. Bounced back though that last game. Was that last game? I think it was the last game. But look, I'm not the smartest, right? But because of the money and everything, things, could be a situation. But I think we can bring both of these guys back, and we should at least bring, Ty Jerome back, in my opinion. Another report says scouts believe Ty Jerome will get, a hefty raise this offseason. And I'm not sure about that, but you never know who's desperate out there. Teams do need point guards, right? So that $2.5 million we stole him for, that was a steal. I think he definitely will like make more than that. Obviously, duh. Like that's not that's not a big reveal, right? Like the scout said, like Ty Jerome would get a hefty raise, like going for 2.5 to potentially what 10 million or more. Like that's not a big reveal. Like obviously he's gonna make more than 2.5. I think everybody can predict that. Like,
check out the big brain on Brad. You're a smart motherfucker. That's right. The metric system.
Like obviously he's gonna get a raise. Like 2.5 million after the season he had in the regular season. Like duh. Like what are we talking about here? So that's not really some big reveal. Like we all know that. You don't have to be a genius to know that. But like the thing for the cash front office is like, how much do you value Ty Jerome? That's what it that's what it is. Like, is he a priority? I would hope so. Look, great regular season player, but I know people like playoff performer, they're not too sure about, right? But we have evidence, right? We have evidence of Ty Jerome and what he was able to do when given opportunity, but we saw what he couldn't do, right? He shot just about 40% from the field, and he scored less than 10 points in 4 of his 5 games against the Indiana Pacers, in the second round, which was just like a tough matchup, right? And injuries that also, I just gotta tell it all, man. We cannot say injuries, even though it's part of the game, but injuries also. In game 2 against the Pacers, Ty Jerome shot just 1 for 14 from the field. Disgusting. And game 2 against the Pacers, he shot 1 for 14. And then he followed that up with a 1 for 8 shooting game in game 3. Where my shame button at?
Shame. Shame. Shame.
But that Miami series, he was amazing. Like, I'm not like everyone else when it comes to the playoffs. Like, I want to bring Ty Jerome back. I seen what he can do. I know that was against the Miami Heat, 10th seed, whatever, no Jimmy Butler. Still he did that right now. If he really wants to be here, and I think he does, I think we find a way to resign him. His best friends are here. His best friend Hunter is here. His childhood friend is here. He's comfortable in Kenny's system. Kenny unlocked Todd Jerome. Um, he just gotta take that hometown discount, bro. Like he gotta take that in order to make it work, right? Now, I'm not no CBA nerd. Even people who think they know the CBA still don't know what they talking about. And I don't pretend to know a lot because I'm not a cat person, right? But I'm going to play this audio and play my guy Bobby Marks. Shout out to Jersey. He's the best at this. Like he knows the CBA. That's what he does, for the offseason plans. So I'm gonna play the audio. He will explain it better than me. So don't ask me you can ask me. Don't ask me, man. I'm not the CBA person. Like people that think they know the CBA don't even know the CBA. Like they stuff that you think works. Bobby Marks will tell you no, it don't work. Like the CBA is so confused. It's not confusing, but it's confusing. You know what I'm saying? So don't ask me. But I'm gonna play the audio. Let me see the comments real quick though before I play the audio. Shout out to Tom K, man. Shout out to Tom K, man. What's good, Tom K?
I know that ain't who I think it is. Little big brother.
Shout out to Tom K. What's good? Cass won it all 20. Yeah, Nate. Yeah, we gotta. Yeah, we gonna get him next year.
I think they're trying to get political.
Yeah.
This shit.
What is going on?
Why even?
We gonna get him next year, like Tom said, man. DLJ Who says smash the like. Appreciate you, DLJ. Yeah, smash the like button.
Come on. Push the button. Come on. Push the button.
What are you doing?
I'm just playing, play along. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
He said Todd on 6 man. Yeah, he said DLJ said to be honest, the cashier running back one last time. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with DLJ. I kind of like I kind of agree with you, but Cavs fans, they I get it, it's the emotion thing, but they like, yo, break it up. Like I don't know you was here, but I explained it last live. Well, I think that was last live. We talked about Kobe Altman. Like he's just bring up examples of like the Boston Celtics, the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Denver Nuggets and their core. Like after all these years, they didn't break it up. They stuck with their core. And he added to it, right? They didn't break it up after people wanted them to break it up. And DLJ, you know this, man. When they was talking about breaking up Tatum and Brown, they didn't, like, people wanted them to get moved, and good thing they didn't move when they got a championship. As long as they stayed patient and added to the roster. Some guys had to get sacrificed, but they added to the roster around them guys. So yeah, I kind of agree. Like, I wanted running back one last time, but if I could upgrade Darius Garland or Jared Allen, I would. I think for most people, I think Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley are your two guys. I like DG, but it's just like, I don't know. I think a lot of it is overreaction too, but some of it is not overreaction. We've seen what this team look like in the playoffs. It's been 3 seasons now, and of course, you got to bring up injuries against the Indiana Pacers because, like, what if? I hate to say what if, but like, what if? What if the Cavs didn't get hurt? I know the Cavs soft. The Cavs this. Injuries part of the game. Play through it. The real hoop. Like, what if the Cavs didn't get hurt though? I think it would be a much different scenario. Like that game too. Like it's just so many what ifs, but it happened though, so you can't change nothing. It happens. Yeah, I don't know. I would say run it back one time, but if I could upgrade, I'm upgrading. I'm upgrading it. Excuse me. You said need new strength coaching staff. Yeah, man. We need a lot of things, man. We need a lot of things. this team need a lot of help, man. We need veterans. We need work on conditioning, and we need to get right, man. But yeah, yeah. He said after the Cavs got smoked, I ain't see. He said he ain't see y'all mad after the Cavs got smoked. I'm mad. I don't know where I'm mad at. Yeah, man. He hiding his tail right now. He ducking somewhere, man. Yeah, Ahmed went on Ahmed was talking crazy. He was talking crazy, right? Sheesh, yeah, he disappeared, man. I hope everything all right, Ahmed, man. I know it's a tough playoff out, but yeah, man. Yeah, Ahmed definitely. I don't know what happened to Ahmed, man. Tom K said Cavs fans can't overreact. If a good move can be made, fine, but still no panic for number one. Yeah, I mean, it's just the thing, but Tom K, you seen it, man, and y'all out there in Cleveland, you see it. They don't care about the regular season no more. Regular season, we don't. You can't just because at this point you are a regular season team, right? Cavs are only judged by the playoffs. It don't matter what they do in the regular season if they can't do it in the playoffs. So now the label gonna be on the Cavs, the different narratives that's out there. But I mean, it is what it is, man. We promise we wouldn't do that. No matter what ifs, no more what ifs. Yeah, we can all agree we need backup center. So we need one, two. Yeah, we need a backup center. The Cavs could have drafted a center in the draft, but we went with Jalen Tyson. The guys that were out there, I mean, they took Khalil Ware. Miami got him, and the other guy they took, I can't think of their name, but Khalil Ware was a guy I was looking at, who looked like he had some upside, and especially playing defense. Um, Holmes went to the Denver Nuggets. He ended up getting hurt, so he didn't play this season. But I'm fine with Jalen Tyson. I actually like Jalen Tyson. Jalen Tyson grew on me. But yeah, man. But let me play the audio from for the CBA. People out there who don't understand the CBA and tax apron stuff, man. Like I said, I'm not I'm not that guy. So I think Bobby Marks explains it well. That's what he does. So let me just play the audio real quick for y'all. Give me 1 second.
A little bit about Cleveland. They again enter the offseason. They do not have a first-round pick. That pick is going to Phoenix. It was part of the Utah trade, and Utah traded it to Phoenix. They do have 2 seconds, 49 and 58. The 49th pick is from Milwaukee. Key free agents, and we're going to talk about them in a little bit. Jerome, Sam Merrill, Tristan Thompson, Javonte Green. So the bulk of this roster is back. There's only four roster spots that are available. Your starters are back. Your core guys are back. As I said, you basically are going to get back on the horse, and you're going to try to figure out what went wrong. Was it injuries? Was it your defense that was top 10 in the league? Was it your offense that was number 1 in the league? That's where you're going to fix. It's hard for me to see that all of a sudden they're going to make wholesale changes here. Certainly the cost to this group is going to get bigger. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. I'm just looking at my notes here because I don't have a second screen. What's not going to hang over their head is the future of Donovan Mitchell, like we saw last year. As far as is he going to sign an extension? Is the Garland pairing work? What's going to hang over their head is as far as the CBA draconian restrictions that now Cleveland enters the second apron. The DeAndre Hunter trade basically paused the Cavaliers' financial clock this year. They got him under the luxury tax, but it's like kind of taking out a home equity loan where you get all that money up front, but at the end of the day, you have to pay a 20%, interest rate there. That might be a little bit high, 20%, but you know what I'm talking about here. The Hunter trade and the Mobley extension and the Donovan Mitchell extension. And remember, Mobley's contract kicks into 30% of the cap. That's an extra $8-9 million. Now puts them in the second apron. They have $221 million in salary. They're $13 million over the second apron. Here are your restrictions. And this is based on post-transactional. If the trade or the transaction leaves you, whatever the number is after the transaction is done, you are not allowed to aggregate contracts. So if you want to go out and try to trade Jared Allen and DeAndre Hunter, let's say $40 million for a $40 million player, you are not allowed to do that. You are not allowed to use more than 100% of your traded player exception. What does that mean? That means that you can't take back more money in a trade. Certainly minimum contracts are different. You can't send out cash in a deal. You can't sign a player who's waived that had a pre-existing salary of $14.1 million. You can, your 2033 first will become frozen if you finish this season or next season over the second apron. Those are all the different rules. And I'm going to talk about their draft pick equity because it does impact with the second apron a little bit here as far as what they can trade if they wanted to do something. Those are all the different rules that you are dealing with it. And another thing too, one loophole that's closed in this is that let's say Cleveland, the night of the draft, sends cash in a deal. They want to buy another pick. Probably it's not going to happen. The apron gets triggered for next season. So now you basically have to trade off. You basically have to trade DeAndre Hunter for nothing to get back under the second apron here. So although you're fine right now until June 30th, you have to have an eye on the apron rules as far as for next year. Anything that you do, whether it be aggregating or using more than 100% of trade exception, triggers the apron for 2025-26. We are considered in the offseason right now. Your biggest thing what's going to happen to Cleveland is that there's a chance you might lose Ty Jerome, who was your backup sixth man of the year candidate, had a really good regular season, certainly since January 1st, really good moments in that Miami series. I thought struggled a bit in the Indiana series. It feels like the more minutes Ty Jerome plays, the more minutes he gets exposed. He's perfect in that 15 to 20-minute role coming off the bench. He's not perfect if you're going to ask him to play 25 minutes plus. He is an unrestricted free agent. He has early bird rights. Cleveland could sign him to a contract north of right around $14 million. Has to be for a minimum of 2 years. You can't sign him to a 1 year for a $10 million contract and get bird rights the following year. It has to be for at least 2 years. So he's got early bird rights. It will cost you dearly as far as how much 4 for 64 is the most they can give him. If you sign him to a $14 million contract, it will cost you another $80 million towards the luxury tax. I do not see that happening. It basically, the CBA makes you choose who is a priority and who is a luxury. And if Ty Jerome is considered a luxury, then the likelihood he is not going to be back. So that is the guy to keep an eye on as far as from a free agency standpoint. You have the veteran minimum exception if you replace him. Extension candidate to watch, Darius Garland. It's hard for me to see Cleveland extending him. He has 3 years left on his contract. You can extend him for 2 for 128. You have up until October 21st to go out and do that. Other extension candidates, Sam Merrill through June 30th, Dean Wade, Max Strus, DeAndre Hunter as of October 1st. Certainly guard depth is a need. You are allowed to trade your 2031 or 2032. Not both, because remember, you still owe things going out the window. But here's the thing. If we finish the season 25-26 and Cleveland has not traded 2032, okay, that is not in play next year because 2033 now becomes frozen. You can't trade picks in back-to-back years. So if you're going to move to 2032, it's going to be during this year. That is it. All I have for Cleveland.
Yeah, I thought, Bobby broke it down well, man. For those who still confused about the whole CBA thing. So the Cavs do not have first round picks. I know, we were speaking before about it because work out some trades, well, not work out some trades, but like doing some stuff like what if we could get Giannis or somebody. But the Cavs do not have first round picks. They have second round picks. The Cavs do not control their picks until I think 2030, I believe. So the free agents for us, Ty Jerome, Sam Merrill, Javonte Green, Tristan Thompson, uh Chuma, even though he was late addition. Like those are the free agents, right? Those are the guys that you're gonna say, yo, who are we gonna bring back, right? The roster, like we have the roster, we have the core four, plus Max Strus, Allen, Hunter, Okoro, Dean Wade, Jalen Tyson, Craig Porter. So you have 5 open roster spots that's available, right? And then what are you doing with Imani Bates? Imani Bates, do you give Imani Bates a contract? Do you sign him or whatever? If you add him to the roster, that's 11. So you do have 4 open roster spots. And out of them guys, you will want to bring Ty Jerome back. Sam Merrill, if we could get him, we could get him on like a vet minimum, that's cool. Ty Jerome is like really like the question mark, like, because you would have to, like, depending on what the price is, you would have to move some guys, right? But like, do you really want Ty Jerome back? I want Ty Jerome back. So you would have 4 open roster spots if just saying Imani on the roster if he do make the roster. Tristan Thompson, I would bring. You need a vet, so I would have to bring Tristan back because you need a vet. Every team needs a veteran, and we don't have a lot of veterans. I'm talking about like real vets that actually won something. Tristan, he's a champion. He's a big. I will bring Tristan back if we can't find nothing else. Like, you need a vet, so Tristan, that'll be a 12 roster spot. Don't cost nothing. I know Tristan is somebody you would not want to play. Like, he you would not want to play that guy. But Ty Jerome, Javonte Green is another guy. I like Javonte Green, but I don't know, because with these deals you have to sign these guys. You have to find vet minimum guys, but it's tricky, man. So like he said, like 5 is 5 open roster spots. So the questions are like, what are you going to fix? What was the reason you lost? Like, that's what you should be thinking about in the offseason, Kobe. Was it the offense? Was it the defense? Or was it just injuries and we all just overreacting? That's the questions. You know what I'm saying? That's the questions. Okoro may be on the block. Yeah, Okoro might. Like, Okoro is a name that, like, he has a contract that, like, yo, if you had to move something, you would like move Okoro or Dean Wade, right? But I like Okoro, man. He's one of our best perimeter defenders, on his team, man. But his offense is still like, but he's expandable, right? I guess, right? So Okoro might be on the block. Dean could be on the block. We just have to figure this out, man. If I want to keep Ty, yeah. Hunter, better step it up next year if Ty leaves. Okay, so I mean, Ty Jerome, look, Ty Jerome, I'm hoping he don't leave. I really hope he don't leave. I really want Ty Jerome to be here. DeAndre Hunter was a great addition. I mean, we had him for a little bit of time. He brung 3-point shooting. He brung defense. He's versatile. He's positionless. So I think I don't have no doubt about Hunter game. Hunter was literally averaging 20 in Atlanta, so he can score the ball. I had no problem. I had no doubt about him. He said maybe Dean or Coro can replace with Tomlin. Oh, Naquan Tomlin, yeah. That's what it is. Like, see, we're gonna have to, like Kobe said, we're gonna have to develop our guys. It's gonna be about, developing these guys, man. Depending on how this thing turn, man, you're gonna have to develop. We're gonna have to see more CPJ. Like, what Craig gonna do? Craig is a guard. He is like a future guard for us. You're gonna probably have to replace some of these guys, man. But Dean, Wade, and Okoro, we know they bring defense. Naquan Tomlin, Naquan Tomlin is interesting. He's an interesting person too, man, with his story, the way he started basketball. But Naquan Tomlin, he's on a 2-way contract, right? We'll see what happens with Naquan Tomlin, man. He's an interesting guy, man. He's about what, 6? How tall is he? Like 6'10"? How tall is Naquan? Naquan like 6'8". I think he's 6'8", but pretty long. Still got some ways to go, man. Um, will he crack the rotation? Probably not. But yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to give your guys some run though. That's gonna have to happen. You said trade Wade and Okoro may be the best option. Yeah, with the contract, then you trade away your defense though, man. That's part of the defense right there. But we trying to keep Ty Jerome, man. But what I'm saying is, said Tomlin like 6'9", but slim, more like a small forward. Yeah, he pretty slim. He pretty slim. I saw a little bit from him. You know, we saw him towards the end of the regular season. I think against the Pacers too. He had a nice little showing. He had some moments, but yeah, you're gonna have to develop your guys that's on the bench. That's not like the Luke Travers. If you know those guys, we're gonna have to look to them to see what they get able to do too, man. But excuse me, excuse me. But the only good thing about this, you know what I'm saying? Like the only good thing about this all season is, despite losing, you don't have to worry about Donovan Mitchell, bro. That's like the last what was the last 2 years y'all was crying about, oh, is he gonna sign or not? Like that's the good thing about it. Like you don't have to worry about Donovan Mitchell, man. You got him signed for now. And in the East, you know, it's still open. So whatever we decide to do, we still have a great team. You know, the core is still locked in. Now the Ty Jerome thing, I'm gonna drop the link if anybody want to come in. Before I do decide to shut it down, if anybody want to come in, but the Ty Jerome thing, though, man, we can sign Ty Jerome. Like I said, I think he has to. I know his value, but he's gonna have to take a discount, man. He has early bird right, so like Cleveland can sign him for 14 million, but it had to be for 2 years. That's the minimum, like he said. Sign the Ty Jerome. We got to make it work financially. You just can't sign him for 1 year, 10 million, and get the bird rights that following year. It has to be 2 years. And if you don't know what early bird rights are, it's basically, you are allowing teams to re-sign their own players without using cap, even if they is, over the cap. So Ty Jerome, being here for 2 seasons now, he can potentially get that. So it is ways to get Ty Jerome. I know there's gonna be people out there that might target Ty Jerome, but it is ways to get Ty Jerome. We could get him into like that. That get him for like, what's a good salary for Ty Jerome? I don't want a low baller guy, man. But like, if we could get him from like that 10 million range, we get Ty with like 10 million, man. I ain't trying low baller guy, man. But he definitely not making 2.5, man. We get him for like 10 million, man, or more, man. Depending on what happens. He said one day we can get top of 2 year with a play option year 2. Yeah, we should be able to sign Ty Jerome for 2 years, man. For 2 years. Depending on what the cap is, 2 years, 10 million and better. He definitely deserved more than 2.5. Obviously, he had a great performance, man. Let him earn big money. We shows out again, especially in the playoffs. Yeah, like I said, Ty Jerome, and I got Humble in the building too, man. I add Humble, but yeah, the playoffs was tricky, man. Let me add wait, I got you, Humble. He said Ty can get that Okoro. Oh yeah, the Okoro deal. Yeah, Okoro. We was playing low. We was playing hardball on Cole, man. It was not. Cole was not about to get the same thing. Who was it? Was it Patrick Williams that got a bag? Yeah, I think it was Patrick Williams that got that bag from Chicago. Shout out to Joseph, man. Like, subscribe, and share. Just tuned in. Yeah, shout out to make sure, hey, y'all saw to Joseph, man. You know, he covered the Browns, he covered the Cavs too, and he covered other stuff too, man. Y'all tap in with Joseph, man. And yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. I got Humble in the building, man. What's good, Humble? If you
What's up, huh? Hey, Tune. How are you, man?
I'm good, man. I can't complain. I'm just chilling, man. You know.
Big fan of the channel. What has you down, man? What's going on? Worried about Ty Jerome?
No, I'm not worried. I mean, I'm pretty confident that we can make this work and bring him back. I would want to bring Ty Jerome back.
You want to bring him back? Yeah.
Yeah, I like Ty Jerome. Yes, I like him. I like his game.
What makes you say that you like him? I just want to, for everyone else that's watching.
Oh well, I mean, he's a backup guard for Darius Garland. He had a great season. His story, man. He was injured, so you know him getting an opportunity to showcase his talent. Because a lot of people downplayed the man. I have a lot of peers of mine that called him trash. He was trash in Golden State.
Do you think it all started when you remember that clip with Paulo and Ty going at it? I know you remember that one.
It all started. Yeah, I remember.
You think that's when all the criticism started?
No.
No.
I'm speaking on before that. No, he was getting love. They were showing love to Ty Jerome. I'm speaking on like other fans of teams, and other people that cover the team. They didn't like Ty Jerome. They were saying they didn't know how good he was until he left Golden State. Like in Golden State, he was just like,
who is this guy?
Yeah, like once he got here, he started actually getting light shined on him, and people started appreciating his game, and he was able to stay healthy. That's what I'm saying.
Right. Because we didn't really get to see him that first year. We signed him for
JB,
what, 2 years, right?
Yeah, with JB now.
Right.
See him.
Right.
And
that was for the fact it wasn't that JB not giving him minutes, he was hurt.
Yeah, he was hurt, but even with JB, like if I was covering training camp. You know, I covered training camp every year. I was covering. And JB was even saying how Ty Jerome was one of the bigger standouts. Like he know what he's doing. He know how to run offense. JB was praising this man before we even see Ty Jerome play. JB was praising him, you know, and then he ends up getting hurt, obviously. But he was already getting praised and showing out he was the name that was being brought up in training camp. So yeah, I like Ty Jerome, man. I just think, you know, that playoff, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. You think moving on would be too soon? You think you want to run it back and see if our core could be healthy again in the playoffs? You think it was the core not being healthy?
I do think so, bro. And I'm gonna add Joseph to the stage too. But I do think, you know, health. I mean, injury's part of the game, Humble. I'm not trying to make excuses, bro. But you can't tell me like, if we had a healthy cast, like you just don't know what could have happened. It could have went more games. That's all I'm saying, man. A healthy Darius Garland, you know, and Mobley and Hunter not missing games. I mean, the Pacers, they doing their thing right now. But I'm just saying, now Ty Jerome, he didn't play great. He didn't
show up.
Yeah, he showed up. he
showed up. He didn't perform.
Yeah, he showed up to the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, he ain't show up, man. Miami, he showed up, but yeah.
Right.
You know.
Right.
You know, JB going to try to steal Ty. Oh, look, Tom said JB going to try to steal Ty. Her Pistons are interested. Wow. Wow. Can't let that happen, yo. Yeah, we can't let that happen. What else you got, Humble?
Well, that just got my gears going because, you know, someone was telling me they'd like to see Giannis in Detroit. They added him and Ty Jerome. That'd be pretty crazy. I mean, he's taking. I was telling DFJ, he's taking. What's his name? Who's the starter over there? Who was on Philly?
For you said the starter.
No, he was on Philly. Now he's over there.
On Detroit.
Yeah, I can never remember. He looked like J. Cole in the face.
Ah, man, Tobias.
Yeah, Tobias.
Oh, Tobias
Yeah.
Harris. Yeah, that's right. You was talking about.
Giannis is
That's right.
starting over. Yeah.
That's right. You was talking about that. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tobias. Yeah, I
Tobias.
forgot. Yeah, the assassin. Yeah, the assassin.
Yeah.
Nah, man. We
I
don't
like
need.
Detroit, but we're not on Detroit. But that just made me think about some things, man. Wow.
Yeah, I like the Ty Jerome coming back, man.
You want him coming back? You want him coming back?
Uh,
Is there anyone else in free agency that you could see? Well, you want Drew Holiday, obviously, right?
I would love to have Drew Holiday, bro.
I know.
I would love anything to improve the team, but I'm not against running it back though.
But my thing is this, Tune. I don't think that our guards are really a concern. I think we need to keep the rim protected. We need Tristan Thompson can't be on this team forever, man.
Well, no, I only said Tristan because you need vets.
No, I get that.
Tristan. I love when they first signed Tristan because I was like, yeah, that's the vet we finally got. We needed a vet.
But it's like we keep making these small improvements. You remember we had Robert Lopez, now we got T. Thompson. It's like we keep getting
Robert
there.
Lopez is a different story though.
Oh, man. I know. But also Tristan Thompson and Robert Lopez both not getting those PT. That's what I'm trying to say. We need like a backup, like a Nick Claxton, man. We need someone to, you know what I mean? We need someone who wants to get buckets, man.
Somebody that's actually gonna play. You can't. Can't play.
Right. That's what I'm trying to get at. Yeah.
Yeah, Robert Lopez. I forgot about that name.
Yeah, I didn't. Bad season.
Nah, man, I agree. We need those things we gotta address. Getting another big man and adding something else to his roster and trying to re-sign Ty Jerome. I would hope everybody feel the same. But I have Joseph. I think Joseph. I know Joseph ready to talk, but I have Joseph and I have DFJ here. I don't know, Joseph.
What's going on, fellas? Y'all on mute.
I think Joseph is not ready to talk, but
there we go.
DFJ, yeah, I know DFJ got something to say. What's good, DFJ?
What's good?
Wait, DFJ, before you go, DFJ, before you go, man, because I know you're gonna come up here and you're on a cat. So let me just play this for you, man.
Man, y'all already know what it is, man. Dot Mall. Grown man balls is something he got to deal with. Yeah. It don't matter how many of them fabricated lines he just said, it ain't gonna equal up to this. Talk to him, right? This nigga low, man, y'all already know what it is.
All right, you go ahead, man.
All right, bro, that's nasty. Ain't no cap in my right.
All right, you come in capping, man. I gotta,
I mean, I'm gonna just say this one thing, like what I said in the comment section. I think the Cavs they should just run it back and see what happens. I mean, unfortunately, you dealt with injuries in the postseason, but this Cavs team was had a great season, right? And me personally, I would just say that just keep this intact, keep the core four intact. Now, I know people are they're not really high on Darius Garland anymore, but I mean, I think you should just run it back and just see. I mean, he was an all-star. As much as I talk trash about him, as much as I talk trash about Evan Mobley, I think you should just run it back and just see what this team could accomplish in the second year. Because I mean, this is the first time that you had Ty Jerome, you had some of these other players, DeAndre Hunter. If you give him a full year, what is he going to look like on the Cavs team, especially as a starter? Because I don't want that bum Max Strus starting. I think DeAndre Hunter should be the starter, and then you have Ty Jerome coming off the bench, and then some of these other players. But you just said maybe Ty Jerome might go to another team. I mean, who knows? But just add a few more pieces. I mean, hey, Imani Bates. I mean, what's up with him? I mean, he's been in the league almost 3-4 years. I mean, bring him up. Let's see what he got, right? And then in the offseason, you could try to add some pieces to the team, and maybe you might lose a few pieces also, but just add to this team and keep building this team, and let's see where this team could get to. But if I'm Kobe Altman, I'm not breaking this team up. And that's all I got. I'm not breaking this team up.
No, I agree with you, man. So you agree with me saying find a way to bring Ty Jerome back?
Right, absolutely.
I think so. So you think it was like in your opinion, you saw what happened, but do you think it was right now it's just like an overreaction? Like, don't just overreact over what happened against the Pacers.
Right. Don't overreact. Now I know some Cavs fans, might overreact, but this was his first time in the playoffs in a few years. So let's give it a second try. Let's see what he looks like. That's how I'm looking at it. That's how I would approach it if I'm Kobe Altman.
Yeah, Kobe said he's not gonna just trade the guy you don't like. He's not just gonna trade Jared Allen just to trade Jared Allen. Like, it has to improve the team. It has to make sense, man. You can't just trade away guys and not, like, what if you're making a trade and it don't improve your team. It's just, you're just not gonna do that. Like, you see how the who is it? The Boston Celtics, they kept their team together for all these years. I mean, they actually was getting to the conference finals, but I'm just saying they kept their team together. The Denver Nuggets kept they core together, and they added some great role players. They had added Bruce Brown, KCP, guys that actually won something, right? KCP did win with the Lakers, but like you said, like, keep the team together, but just add. You might have to subtract, but just add, right? Just add to the team. Don't just shake it up. Like, you might have to subtract somebody though, but just keep the core together, right?
Right. Yeah, that's the most important thing. Like, the core of the team is the most important thing, and then you just add complementary pieces to it. Because just like you said, that's what Boston did, that's what Denver did, that's what Milwaukee did. Golden State did the same thing, and those are the teams that have won championships in this decade. So, yeah, I'll just follow that blueprint.
Yeah, man. I think that's the move, man. But if I could get I see Drew Holiday. See, I see teams looking at Drew Holiday, man. What you think about Drew Holiday comes to the Cavs? Would you make that deal? I know he's older.
I mean, yeah, he is, but he can still contribute a lot to any contending team. Like, Drew Holiday, I really respect Drew Holiday. And if you're getting him and you're replacing him with Darius Garland, okay, that's fine, because with Drew Holiday, you get better defense. He can play make to a certain level. I mean, he's not the playmaker that Darius Garland is, but he's a good playmaker in his own right. And then as a scorer, on certain nights he can get hot. On certain nights he might get cold. But the one thing that you can always count on him is his defense. And I think that's something that the Cavs really lack. Consistent defense, like defense on that level, and relying on Max Strus only to give you some perimeter defense, that could be a liability sometimes. So yeah, I wouldn't mind Drew Holiday at all.
Two-time champ.
Yeah, but he got a huge contract though. So I mean, I don't know if you're really willing to take on that burden, because like you said, he's older. So, and he has like 2 or 3 more years on that deal. So that would probably be the disadvantage. But the advantage, you're getting consistent defense. You're getting consistency. He shows up to play games, and he does his role to the best of his ability. So
pairing Donovan up with another, like, if it could work, pairing Donovan up with another guard that can play both ways. We Darius Garland, he can't really. He's good, but like the Mike Conley role, just having somebody with Donovan that can help on the point guard duties and try to play both ways of the ball. And I think Drew Holiday will be a good addition to that. I know, like you said, the contract, the age, but the thing will be, is it worth trading for? If it's you trying to win now, you got to take a risk, right? So.
Yep. You gotta be a risker.
Yeah, you gotta be a risk taker. So that's what I'm saying. I don't want to give it to Darius Garland, but it's just like, do the small backcourt work. I don't know. They hunt Darius Garland. They gonna hunt out guys in the playoffs. That's what the Pacers was doing. And starting DeAndre Hunter, like Tom K said, maybe start DeAndre Hunter also, and not Max Strus. Hopefully, that's something they do next season. So I agree with that. Hey, Joseph, I don't know. I think Joseph's still on mute.
No, I'm here.
Okay, Joseph. What's good, Joseph?
What's going on? No, I tuned in late. I didn't know you were live. But so I went on YouTube and saw the breaking news. I didn't see any of that news today from Brian Windhorst. I was sitting here doing some research as you were talking, and I don't see any. I agree with you guys. Right now, it doesn't seem like there's any real movement that's going to happen with this core 4. I think they're going to try to run it back. The only guy I think could be traded, there's a lot of smoke around it right now, is Jared Allen. I think there's a lot of teams that would like a Jared Allen, but what could you get back for Jared Allen? what about all the tax apron stuff, all this new stuff now? I don't know. But I think if one guy goes, it probably would be Jared Allen.
Would you maybe wiggle in Okoro in there?
Oh yeah, yeah, he can go. I mean, I don't see. I like Isaac's a little. I like Isaac a little bit, but I just don't. He's had 3 opportunities now in the postseason to do something. And he hasn't done anything for me enough to keep him around.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I just wanted your take right there. Yeah,
I think you can get better there. He's a liability shooting wise. Defensively, he's good, but when he wasn't great against the Pacers, like where I wanted him to be. I mean, if you're going to keep a guy that can't shoot like that around, he better be an elite defender. I mean, he wasn't elite. So, yeah, I mean, he can go. Dean Wade, you know how I feel. Nice guy, nice player. He can go. Real huge defensive liability. Teams are just going to pick on him wherever he goes. I think they got to get more athletic, more versatile. They need more, like DFJ was saying here. You can't. Max Strus can't be your only wing defender in your starting line. It just can't happen. Max Strus, nice player, could really shoot. I like him, but I think he's more of a bench guy. I just don't think he's like Tom K here. Shout out to Tom K. Hunter must start. Yeah, I think if you trade for DeAndre Hunter, he's got to start. Go ahead.
Sorry to cut you off, but he's not a shooter. But go ahead.
Oh, Max Strus?
Yeah, don't look. You see, man.
Streaky, man.
Cap it again, man.
0 for 9 and 0 for 10.
I think the problem with a Max Strus, the problem with a Ty Jerome is we ask them to do things that they're not really. It's too much for them. Yeah, that Bobby Marks said it best. If you ask Ty Jerome to play more than 15 whatever minutes, he said, he starts to get exposed. These guys are just role players. Like they're not. We're asking them to be more. I think we demanded more than what they can actually do. Like Max Strus is he's a nice player, but the role that we want him to play in the starting lineup, and especially the demand we had on him in that Indiana series, now it wasn't his fault because of injuries, but he had to step up. I thought he did the best he could, but he's just not a starting 3 in today's NBA. I don't think in any era. He's just too small. He's 6'4", 6'5".
Who,
6'5". Yeah.
Max Strus. I just don't.
Oh, Max Strus. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's just. He reminds me just kind of like a Mike Miller. Just he can come in and he has hot nights. Now, I don't think he's as good as a shooter as Mike, but he's a pretty good shooter. But that's who he is to me. He's just a bench guy. He's a role guy. I just don't think he's what we're trying to make him to. What we want him to be. Well, at least the front office, at least. But I don't.
Would you say we brought him in and did better than expected this season with the record? Strus. I know we had him a couple years now, but
I think the Cavs and the Celtics were prime examples of teams who, if you shoot a lot of threes most nights and you're more talented, you're going to win a lot of regular season games. But come postseason, the game slows down. You play the same team for at least 4 games. It's a matchup scenario, which we were completely outmatched against Indiana. I think our back 3 they were a lot better than our back 3. Their back 3 was a lot better than ours because they were just bigger.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know, you have a playmaking point guard in Halliburton. You got the shooter. You got the Nembhard guy who could shoot and defend. Yeah, I mean, Neesmith, who went off in MSG that game 1. I mean, he showed that he can do. I mean, it's all about matchups. You have to be able to be versatile. And I think our team right now, I think we're just a little too one-dimensional.
Yeah.
I think it's our play style, the way we're constructed. We're too one-dimensional. I mean, I'm not a fan of the smaller backcourt. I'm not saying it can work. I mean, you saw Isaiah Dumars and Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars did it, but Isaiah Thomas was tough with nails and was a great defender.
And fast.
And fast as hell, could pass. He was, I mean, it's Isaiah Thomas.
Right.
But that's not Darius Garland. Darius is a great player, but he's just defensively, he's a liability. Yeah. Offensively, he can do everything.
Sure.
Just defensively, it's a liability because Donovan Mitchell himself is not a great defender. I thought he did better in the playoffs. He stepped up in some games, but you know, I don't know. It's too, I think you better have another Wayne out there with them to at least take some pressure off when teams switch. That's why you want to put a DeAndre Hunter out there in the starting line. Max Strus, I don't know why we're trying to roll it back. I don't know why we kept trying to roll out that lineup back every night and just, you know, thinking it's going to work come postseason. And come postseason, you saw it's too small.
Fell apart. Yeah.
That's what Kenny wanted, though. That's what Kenny Atkinson wanted.
Well, I think Kenny Axon did a lot of experimenting this year. When you listen to his comments, I think the Cavs have one of the heavier analytic personnel departments in the league. So I think he did a lot of experimenting this year with things, with not practicing for 2 months, which I think bit him in the ass, which I've been on a rant about that for months.
Yeah.
That's not a good, not practicing for 2 months. Rick Carlisle's team did not practice for 2 months. I guarantee you that. He only has like 3 people in his. I think Indiana Red has 3 analytical people in their department.
They look prepared every time,
and they're prepared. They're well coached. They're just prepared, and they know how to play with each other. Even Tom Thibodeau, I highly doubt the Knicks took 2 months off and didn't practice.
Oh yeah,
ain't no way. They're probably running.
Yeah, I mean.
But Tibbs, I wouldn't want Tibbs to be my coach though. Man.
No, he's probably got them running from 89th Street to wherever.
He's got that
Chinese
coach mindset.
Yeah, run from here to Staten Island. That's what he's doing to them every day. He's just a hard-nosed coach. Right. But I think Kenny has got to be better. It starts with him. And we could sit here talk about trades and all that, but it starts with the coach. I mean, not practicing for 2 months. I think he was way too analytical with his game planning. I think just they're live by the 3, die by the 3. I think Mobley should have got more touches in that series, especially in game 1. We want this guy to be something, but when you don't give him the opportunities a lot of times to become that guy. So I just don't. How do you expect him to develop and grow when you don't give him any touches? We want was it Max Strus doing a reverse layup, driving from the corner, doing a reverse layup, and we're going to sit there and say, man, that's a great shot. It's not a great shot. There was no movement, no cutting, no nothing. I mean, look at Indiana in that game 1 against the Knicks, how they came back in that heroic comeback. It's the same stuff they've done all year. But what was the biggest bucket at the end of that? One of the biggest buckets at the end of that game was Nembhard cutting backdoor to the basket. They know how to play off each other and cut and play real basketball. Get easy baskets. It makes it easier on everybody else. The Cavs didn't do that this year. It was just one-on-one, spread out, and hoist. We call it over there too on my channel, the hoist system. Just hoist. Hoist the 3. It's like my buddy Dan said on the show, contributor to the Real. We might as well bring a bunch of G Leaguers, just hoist. Hope for the best. Just hoist. Just hoist.
Hope for the best.
Yeah, just hoist. So he needs to get away from the hoist system and he needs to have a more balanced attack.
Gentleman sweep doesn't look too good when we look back a couple years later. Doesn't look too good, man. Doesn't look good now.
No, and I mean they're in a situation where they got these 4 guys. I mean, you got the tax apron stuff. It's like, what do you do? I think the only moving piece they possibly could have is Jared Allen, but what would that look like? I don't know. I mean,
that's another piece.
I mean, there's 20,000 different Jared Allen blockbuster trade scenarios right now on Google. So, I mean, I think a lot of the NBA though is going to be on hold until I think the Lakers are going to hold up a lot of the NBA movement, just because they got tradable pieces. And it's LeBron, it's Luka, it's a big market. I think what happens with the Lakers. And whatever happens with Giannis, I think once those dominoes fall,
Giannis, AD.
Would you like to bring Giannis here, Joe? If possible?
Yeah. I mean, I'll drive and get it myself.
I was saying to a buddy, I think Giannis stays in the East. His game doesn't do too well in the West. Too many shooters.
If you look at the landscape, why would you not stay in the East?
Yeah, you might stay in the East. Come over here. Come develop some young fellas.
I mean, I by all accounts expect LeBron to stay in LA, but if he wanted to win another championship truly, he should come back east.
He's already expected to opt in.
Yeah. So he ain't going nowhere. But I just don't. The West is low. I mean, it's a gauntlet, man. I just think if I was him, I'd stay in the East. I think it's got an easier path, especially next year. Tatum's out.
East is open.
Yeah, East is gonna be wide open next year.
You don't have to worry about the Celtics and. Yeah.
And you're probably looking at the Knicks again, and Indiana they'll be around for a while. Sure. I think the Pistons got a lot of decisions to make. They got a lot of guys that got to decide who they want to pay and don't pay. But with Kate Cunningham and some of their core guys, I think they'll be where they were this year. I think they'll take a leap if they have a good offseason. Because I just think having a Kate Cunningham to me is just he's for real.
Yeah, he's not. He's top. He's top 10.
He's one of those guys you could just put any plug and play pieces around him for his whole career.
Oh, for sure.
And they'll be a playoff team. He's that good.
I think
But
they're
then,
moderate.
and then they're Philly fans in here. I mean, if Philly's healthy, what could they be? I don't know.
Nah, I think DFJ. Yo, chill out, chill.
I don't know.
Hey, if we healthy, I mean, anything's possible.
You
Bro.
got Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey. Those two alone are pretty good.
Right.
Now, what do they do with the other pieces? We'll see. But I mean, I actually was looking at the draft the first time today too, and I haven't even been able to look at any of the draft prospects. Obviously, everybody knows Cooper Flag, but
Yeah,
I know that's all they got the third pick. So they got some there's some nice prospects this year. It's one of the better drafts I've seen in a while.
yeah. The Sixers should, and the Sixers smart, man. Just draft your guy. Don't trade it for KD. If the Sixers are smart,
I don't think Katie's going there.
yeah. But I'm just saying, just going by the reports, But I don't think so neither. But I'm just saying,
I think Katie's gonna be in Houston.
just draft your guy, man. Don't like. I would if I'm Houston. I don't know, man.
I heard reports of KD want to go back to back where he started, Houston, out there in Texas.
I wouldn't trade for KD, man. But
That trade almost went down at the All-Star break, but I think it was Houston, I believe, wanted more, or it was Phoenix wanted more in the deal, so it didn't go down. But I think it's going to go. They don't want to pay.
As long as I'm not giving away, I get it. They need that guy. They just need that guy. But I'm not giving. I don't want to give up my pieces, man. A lot of my young talent. But I don't think you had to, right, to get KD.
No, I mean it's just Jalen Green probably. I mean Fred VanVleet's a free agent.
Jalen Green,
so
yeah, get Jalen Green out of there. Yeah, that's cool.
They don't trust Jalen Green. I won't pay him either. But
where do you see Jalen Green going?
I think we'll go to Phoenix now. What does Phoenix do after that? I think Phoenix have a bunch of moves down the pipe. They have to blow it up. So
Bradley Beal holding everything up, man.
Yeah, Bradley Beal, you got Devin Booker. I mean, he's been there for a long time. Might be time to just, move on. And it's not working out. And he's a great player, nothing against him. But I think Phoenix is going to blow it up. I think they have to. So the only way out of it, especially now with all this apron stuff. And I mean, here, Jalen Green, I like Jalen Green. He's still raw. He's not paid yet. He's not on a second contract yet, I believe. So, I mean, that's a good deal for them. You see what you got.
You know who else I think should blow it up? I think Philly should blow it up.
Well, I'm actually curious. This is a serious question. What's going to happen with Paul George? What do you think? I haven't heard much about him.
I wouldn't.
Get him, DFJ.
I wouldn't blow it up, but I'll just retool. If you can get rid of Paul George and Joel Embiid, and then retool the roster around Tyrese Maxey and whoever you get in those.
My boy Maxey.
Oh, so you want to blow it up? You want to blow it up?
Is it really blowing it up? I mean, I don't consider.
I mean, Joel Embiid I think trading Joel Embiid's kind of blowing it up. I mean, I get the injury, but when he's healthy, he's an MVP candidate.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, at this point, you don't know what you're really getting from him. So, yeah. I mean, shit. I think we should trade for Chet Holmgren.
Wow.
I actually agree. I mean, I agree with you about Joel that it's just after a while, it's like when's it actually going to finally come together. But that'd be interesting. I don't know what OKC, Chet Holmgren for.
Hey, Maxey and Chet, that'd be a good deal.
That'd be nice.
Not a great, but a good
Champ, Eastern Conference Finals?
Check.
ECF?
Check. Yeah, we check. Yeah, it's a check mark. Yeah. Check mark right there. Absolutely.
This might be a crazy scenario. Maybe I'm wrong, but if a Joel Embiid is available, I know Dallas said they wouldn't trade it, but would they at least entertain it?
Embiid to Dallas, you said?
Embiid to Dallas?
Yeah, with Anthony Davis and Kyrie, and you get Cooper Flag.
Oh man, I wouldn't do that.
Nah.
I don't know. I wouldn't do it, but you never know.
No,
get Cooper Flag.
Oh, you don't know what you're gonna get out of Cooper.
That sounds like a hospital over there, dog. No disrespect.
I agree. They're all walking glass, but I agree. But
I know DFJ make it. I know he gonna make it.
That is an infirmary because all three of them are injury prone.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That's
no, I know it's crazy.
I would veto that.
The reason why I say that is because Dallas went all in on these two guys, so you might as well just double down.
Oh man, I forgot you said Kyrie's over there too.
Nah, I mean it worked. I mean Kyrie will be back next year, but I think they're gonna be all right.
I think Cooper Flag can make an impact year one. I think he's that good.
No, not in year one.
I don't know. He's pretty damn good.
Yeah, I
6'9",
don't think so.
That versatility, the shooting, scoring. I mean, I think he'll have a pretty solid rookie season.
Yeah, solid. Yeah, 18, 19 points. I can see him doing that.
Yeah, he can contribute.
Yeah, but his frame is the only thing that because he's gonna get bullied.
Yeah,
he's really gonna get bullied. A lot of players gonna want to test him. So
I'll drop it down to 12 points per game
for Cooper.
Oh
yeah.
I mean, I don't know because I've seen rookies like in today's era come in and average 20. So
that's what I'm saying. I think he's skilled enough. He's skilled enough.
Yeah, but where's he gonna start?
At the 3.
No, I'm saying like the Mavericks gonna.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Is he gonna get that many touches on the Mavericks? Yeah, he probably would.
Yeah, because Kyrie's not there.
Yeah, Kyrie's out.
Yeah.
That's why I say
think about that. Yeah.
Because AD's getting his 25, 26, or maybe 27. So
come on, man. Even my boy Kyler was giving you 20, man. So Cooper flag,
Play with AD's gonna be make it easier for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because he can handle the ball. He can. I mean, hell, you can run a 3-4 pick and roll with him in AD, or put AD at the 5. I mean, he's shown in college he can make the passes. He can hit the basket. He's got the little mid range pull up. He can hit the 3. He can. Kid's pretty damn versatile.
Right.
Yeah, going around a already good team, I think it'll help him.
Yeah, and Dallas is usually has always been a pretty good organization. They're not like a terrible organization. The trade
until they screw you over.
Yeah, until they screw you over. But in terms of development, or just they're solid. They're not saying they're the best, but they're solid.
Now, if you go to Washington, then that's a different story.
No, if he goes to Washington, he might as well just retire.
that's a different story.
Or just go back. No, go back to
Christian
college.
Laettner story.
Yeah, he might as well just go back to college, get that NIL money.
Hey, Tunensports, you want to know this fun fact?
What's the fun fact?
You know the last time Washington got out the second round?
Paul Pierce.
No,
it's got to be a long time.
Nah, it can't be that. It can't be that long.
Well, the Gilbert Arenas never made it to the conference finals.
Yeah.
Fun fact: it was in the 70s.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Back when they had Elvin Hayes?
Elvin Hayes. Yeah.
Wow.
Wes Unseld. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Not so. John Wall. Wait, John Wall. No, Bradley Beal.
They never got up the second round. They got.
Wait. You said the fun fact is they never got
out the conference finals. Yeah, conference.
Oh, conference finals. Okay, that's what you said. Okay. Okay. Wait. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. That makes sense. I thought you said like never got to the second round. I was about to say,
I did too. That's what I thought.
My bad. I ain't hear you.
But that's still a long time. That's almost 50 years.
No, that's a long time. That's a conference to get to a conference finals. Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah, but those Washington teams, they were very, very good in the 70s. But ever since then, they've been shit. Not even Chris Webber, not even MJ could get them to the conference. MJ couldn't even get them to the playoffs. I mean, that's a whole nother story, but
yeah, that's a whole nother story, bro. He didn't retire MJ.
Right.
No, yeah, MJ and ownership had a disagreement, and it all went downhill.
Right. But I want to pivot back to the Cavs because looking at the salary cap right now, I think it makes sense for Darius Garland to get traded.
Well, Joseph made a trade. He wanted Darius Garland, to be involved.
Oh, I would if I can get a bigger guard too that can play point. I think they need Drew Holiday is an exception. I mean, well, he's 6'4". I mean, he's such a great defender. I got to take pressure off of Donovan.
Yeah,
I think Darius helps him out offensively, but he doesn't help him defensively. And I think the more that I think the defense outweighs the offense. What you saw in that series, he gets tired. Those games, Donovan, he's got to do so much. I just think you're kind of overworking him too much with Darius come postseason because it's just defensively, it's just too much.
So wait, Tune, you would bring old man Mike Conley back for
no,
DG?
not Mike Conley. Absolutely not, bro. No.
I'm telling him bring him back to Ohio to coach at Ohio State.
Oh yeah.
I mean, who can do that?
He ain't playing.
Yeah, he ain't playing here. I like Mike Conley. He's a legend in Ohio. But...
I'm good.
Hey, Conley just dropped 6-3-2 last night.
That's nice.
Yeah.
They lost.
A little single triple.
Well,
He could keep doing that. That's cute.
Was that what Barkley said? The single, triple,
single, triple, single,
triple single. Yeah.
Or send Darius to Orlando and get back Jalen Suggs.
I don't want Jalen Suggs.
You don't like Jalen?
No, I like Jalen Suggs. I like his game, and he plays defense. He plays hard defense, but injuries. I don't know. I'm not.
That's what it is.
What do you guys think is going to happen with LaMelo Ball?
We're just talking about that.
LaMelo Ball can be
with
moved.
The Charlotte Hornets.
You think he could be moved? I think he could be moved.
Bring him to the Spurs.
I think he wants out of there, but I think eventually he'll be out of there. But he's interested.
He can want out that team, but nobody would be willing to take that contract.
Yeah,
he's on a super max.
Would you rather have Darius or LaMelo Ball?
LaMelo Ball.
I mean, I did hear that the Clippers might trade for him, but
dude, that is blasphemy.
I don't know. For this team, he's 6'7"? I mean, damn. I mean, next to Donovan, I don't know.
Close to 6'8".
Yeah, I want the bigger guard.
I'm sorry, humble. I know DJ your boy, man.
That's crazy, bro.
I'm saying if you can improve though, then that's the only thing. If you can improve the team,
but
it helps.
DG's better than LaMelo.
That's what I'm saying. He's a yeah.
Is he?
I'm not even a fan, but he's better than Melo.
Yeah, he is.
So DG a top 10 point guard, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna do my rankings. I don't know if he fall in there, but
he's better than Maxey, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right. As long as you agree, I just want to make sure you agree. Okay.
For this year, though.
No. Well, it's still the same. Whatever. This year, sure.
This year, for sure.
I don't know, man. I mean, I haven't seen LaMelo in the playoffs, but LaMelo, is a hooper. He can do the same thing, Darius can do.
I mean, Darius is a more efficient shooter, but
right.
You still look at the stat. I mean, 25.7 assists every night, 5 boards. I mean, that's hard to find. At point guard.
He can do the same thing Darius can do. I'm just saying, man. I'm not hating on Darius because that's my guy.
I just think they need a more pass-first guy who can still score. But
yeah, that's right.
Imagine we had Tyrese Halliburton in Cleveland next to Donovan. I mean,
yeah, that's the kind of league guard that the Cavs need.
Yeah,
I agree.
I just think it'd be more balanced attack offense, but right now it's just the hoist.
That's the system.
Yeah, just hoist. Bucket, just hoist it.
So, question. So all y'all agree with bringing Ty Jerome back? Just I think you said yeah, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know who else you're gonna get that can replace him because you would have to refill the spot. I think you can still. I think Ty did enough this year overall to still bring him back. I mean, he had a bad postseason. I think Bobby Marks hit the nail on the head. You asked him to do too much.
Yep.
And I think he's just not what he's. And it was his first. And DFJ made a good. It's his first time really in that situation as a player.
Yeah, playoffs.
It was a lot. And imagine being your first time to playoffs. And oh, by the way, Darius Garland's out. We need you to step up. I mean, that's a tall. That was a pretty tall task for him. Now he didn't do well, but I think he strikes me as the kind of guy.
And the other guys is out.
Yeah, their other guys is out. I think he'll come back and be better.
Yeah, and I want to say this. What you call it? Yeah, I forgot, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, I would say too. I think don't give up on players in your system too early. I think in all sports, in football especially. I mean, I see it all the time in football. Guys, you brought up the teams earlier that won championships. They rolled back their cores every year. Their majority of their guys, and that's how you grow each year. Allow guys to grow more in the system, grow more continuity. They have the playoff experience now. This group, all of them together, like even Ty Jerome and DeAndre Hunter. I think you can only blow it up or make moves if it's significantly better. So, but I think there's something to definitely in all team sports to keeping your guys together and allowing them to just grow and mature each year by year by year. So that it pans out.
Can I ask you, Tune, would you take D'Angelo Russell over DG?
No, absolutely not.
Hell no.
I just want to see where your mind was at.
He can stay out of Ohio, period.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not even the top 15 guard.
I don't even want him there.
He's not even top 15. No, I don't. He's a bench player, man. I want starters. I want all stars.
No.
Not bench players. I'm good on D'Angelo Russell. I've seen enough of him in the playoffs. So
I don't think you could sell that to the fans either. They were getting rid of Darius and replacing D'Angelo Russell there. I think fans would be outside rioting.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I would not. I'm not. Look, I would never disrespect DG like that. That's disrespectful. I would never do that to DG. I ain't gonna lie.
I just want to see where your mind was at. Man.
No. I get it. I'm just saying. I really have to hate Darius Garland to say something like that. Like that's crazy.
Right. I think D'Angelo Russell was supposed to have the career that Darius Garland's had thus far. At least be an All-Star.
Well, he made one All-Star. He did get an All-Star appearance.
What about Malcolm Brogdon?
That was a fluke All-Star, by the way.
Oh, now that's a fluke. We all, he's a replacement, right? So it's a fluke.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. You said Malcolm Brogdon? That's an interesting name. He's another guy that I don't know. Yeah, right, injury. So I don't know, but that would be cool. That would be cool, but I don't know. Drew Holiday.
I think sometimes you should want to take a risk at injury-prone players.
Well, we did with Ty Jerome.
Right.
If you want to count Ty Jerome, if you want to count him, but it wasn't nothing. He was on a two-way before that.
Is DG getting to be injury-prone?
Nah.
No.
You can't tell Cavs fans that they say injury-prone. Man, he's always hurt.
We ain't get to see him damn near the whole Pacers series.
He always get hurt.
He's somewhat injury prone, but I mean, he's what 6 feet tall, 6 foot one.
Size.
Yeah, he gets picked on a lot.
Let's be real. He's 5'10".
Okay, he's not Isaiah. Come on.
Oh no, he was standing next to BJ, and BJ said BJ 6 foot. He ain't no 6'2".
Bro, stop it.
BJ
just called DG 5'10" though.
So I'm saying that DG might be 6'2", 6'1".
Yeah, BJ like 6'2", because he said Donovan 6'3". He said Donovan 6'3" with the shoes on.
Really? So why they got him 6'1"?
No, he's not 6'1". He's 6'3". If you look at the other stuff, he's listed as 6'3" or 6'2". You know how it is. You know how they always.
Yeah, but NBA.com lists him as 6'1". That's why.
Well, Darius is like 6'1", but I'm saying Donovan is like 6'2" probably. But with the shoes, probably make him 6'3". Well, that's BJ said. Yeah, he said no. He said Donovan really like 6'3". But with the shoes though. But he said because BJ, what he said, BJ like 6'1", 6'2". I think
he said he's 6'2", but I think he's 6 foot.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you know how these Draymond size, like Draymond height change. Like I don't know, man. You know how it is. Yeah. Dudes be 6'10". Kevin Durant is supposed to be 7 foot, but he's what, like 6'10". He got listed at 6'10".
He listed at 6'11" right now.
6'11", yeah.
And Kevin Love, I remember Kevin Love said he was 6'10", but later on they realized he was 6'8".
Yeah, right. The height, right. It always changing, man. I don't know, man. But any final words? I'm gonna get ready to shut it down, man. Any last words on the
my last question is would you do a De'Aaron Ayton trade for Jared Allen?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
DeAndre Ayton?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Okay.
Why would you want that loser on the Cavs? Hell no.
And they don't even like Jared Allen. You don't like Allen, so you know it's bad.
Did you say DeAndre Ayton?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Why?
Trading a clown for another clown? Come on.
Yeah, I'd
rather watch Tristan wave a towel. Which, that's about all he gives you. That was some elite towel waving in that playoffs. I'll give him some credit.
1,000 claps, 1,000 claps, hand claps, high fives.
He was hooping for the Bahamas, in my opinion.
Hey man, look, I'm good, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm good.
7'6" wingspan. Come on.
He wasn't hooping for the Jailblazers, so
I'm good, bro.
They about the same age.
Yeah, Jared Allen the better player. I'm good, man. I actually want to get better, humble. I don't want to get worse.
I got you. No,
I understand. Are you trying to bring up different scenarios? I get it. We trying to figure out what works, but
what works.
If you said Drew Holiday, that's something for me to think about. But that other stuff.
I actually like the Mike Conley over the Drew Holiday. That's a different story.
Yeah,
Mike Conley will be in year 19.
I know.
Yeah, he's like a little close to LeBron.
37. He'll be 38 next year.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Ohio State native. We never seen him over here in Cleveland. He might turn up.
Oh, he from the O?
Nah, he's not from, but he played in Ohio State.
Oh, he played. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
Thank you, Tunensports. I appreciate you, bro. DFJ,
Oh, yeah,
always,
no
man.
problem, man. Yeah, DFJ, you got any final thoughts?
No, I'm gonna just say, keep the team intact. If I get rid of anyone, it'll be Max Strus and Darius Garland. But other than that, everybody's jobs should be safe.
Max Strus, Darius Garland. Okay, that's
and we'll keep Ty over Sam. I think that's obvious though.
Yeah, right. I want Ty over Sam.
Yes,
yeah. I mean, you can get Sam. I'm pretty sure you get Sam on a minimum, something like that. But Ty definitely, bring him back. Joseph, any final thoughts or words? If you're still there, buddy. No, I think Joseph. Wait, I'm still in the back. Wait, did I add you? Wait, Joseph. Hit the. It's not. You still in the back? Yo, Joseph.
I'm right here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was about to say any final thoughts or words. I was reading the chat.
I brought up Tristan Thompson waving a towel and I dropped down. I don't know if you got upset about Tristan Thompson slander. I was like, damn, what are you on the bandwagon now? No,
hey, nah, man.
No, but I mean, my last thoughts would be I'm not trading any of these guys unless it's, like I said, a significant upgrade. Even a guy like Darius Garland, who I was critical of in the postseason, rightfully so. But, a Malcolm Brogdon or D'Angelo Russell, those guys are nice players. But I think one thing Darius does have, though, he's still an elite scorer when he's healthy. He has that capability to go off for 40 any night. So, I mean, I'm not trading him unless I bring back a guy that has another elite trait. I think it would be a downgrade. A Malcolm Brogdon, to me, would be a downgrade. I think
Drew Holiday would be better.
Yeah, Drew Holiday is an elite defender. He's a champion. He's a winner. That's okay. But I'm not trading him away just for a bag of chips. or just a role, a guy who's just a solid.
He's a role player. You right.
Yeah, I mean, Malcolm Brogdon is just he's a solid piece, but he's not an all-star. He's not anytime soon. So, but I mean, that's about it. That's all I got. I mean, I just hope they. I think the biggest thing they got to do, it starts with the coach. I think the coach has got to kind of reassess this their overall philosophy. I think in a way, offensively, I think they got to get more balance. I think they got to have a better plan for Mobley next year offensively, like just getting him the ball more, which it seems that's what Kobe Altman was emphasizing in his press conference. I think that's definitely going to be high in the agenda. So I think if they do that, and no more Max Strus at the 3. That's probably the biggest thing for me. No more Strus at the 3. So that's all I got. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share to the best Cavs content creator out there. I mean, if you're a Cavs fan, you're not subscribed to TuneInSports, you're really not a Cavs fan.
I appreciate that, man. Y'all want to shout y'all channels out, though, before y'all exit out?
Go ahead, DFJ.
DFJ Hoops. DFJ Hoops. That's it.
Yep, DFJ Hoops. What about you, Joseph?
Yeah, Joseph Labin over at The Real Media. I got myself, my show, The Real with Joseph Labin. We got The Professional Fan with Mike Antonese. And we also got The Fix with Dan and Chris. So we're kind of doing multiple things, not just sports over my channel as well. We do a lot of real life stuff as well. Just interviewed a legendary coach last week. Go check that interview out. And so we're going to have some more interviews coming from people just with great stories in life that I think people like. And some people you may know, some people you may not know. So come over and check us out. Appreciate it.
All right, man. Thank you for coming on today, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Absolutely. Have a good one always.
You too, Joseph. Shout out to everybody, man. Humble said last one. Anthony Simons or DG, bro. DG, man. You're humble, man. Come on, man. Come on, humble. Now Simons is nice, man, but yeah, man. I'm
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm good, bro. Shout out to Humble though, man. Yeah, shout out to everybody. Yeah, shout out to my guys that came through, man. Shout out to y'all. Now, man, we gonna put a missing report out for you, bro. Ahmed ain't here right now, man. I don't know why Ahmed at, man. We looking for you, bro, man. I hope everything is well. I hope the Cavs didn't get you too down, man. It's all right, bro. I got over it. You can get over it, man. We gonna bounce back. Don't worry about it, man. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody that tuned in. Don't forget to, of course, push the like button, of course.
Push the button. Come on. Push the button.
What are you doing?
I'm just playing, play along. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
Yeah, we gotta find Ahmed, man. Hey, Humble, if you see Ahmed out there, man, let me know, man. If you see him in Ohio, let me know, bro. We looking for Ahmed, man. But nah, shout out to Ahmed though, man. But hey, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Tom K, one more comment. I think I missed this one. Need someone like Mitch Robinson, a heavy that won't get moved under the basket and get some touchscreen pages runs right through. Yeah, you need a big body like that. Mitch Robinson would be great. As a backup big for us, man. We need a backup big. So I definitely get what you're saying, man. But again, man, I appreciate y'all, man. It's all love, man. He said, man might let the stand. Yeah, he might. Hey, man, look, he might have, man. He might have, man. I bet it's all good, man. Don't crash out. Well, you probably already crashed out, but yeah, man. Yeah, if y'all see Ahmed out there, man, let me know, man. Ahmed, it's all good, bro. It's all good. But yo, thank you though for tuning in, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all follow the guys and everybody. But like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Shout out to you on the playback. I appreciate you as well. And yeah, man, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. But y'all already know it's still wine and gold. And let them know. Oh, and you know the 2 words. Go Cavs.
And he has brought new life to the Cavs and Cleveland since LeBron James. And when I say the best shooting guard in the league, I'm standing on that. He is Donovan Mitchell, Spider.